years.
Let's be honest, our cup run this season was very favourable. We played League 2 teams and we still struggled against half of them.
Favourable?
It's true.
Well, it was.
Listen.
It was until we started.
And we almost lost that game. So
It was until we
We
started.
went 2-0 up against Newport County and they
Yeah.
came back
We
to
beat
2-2.
Liverpool and City, bro.
Yeah.
We played Coventry City in an FA Cup semi-final and they took us to penalties, my bro.
Listen, a cup run isn't favourable if you beat Liverpool and City along the way.
No, to be honest, yeah.
That's not true.
I think cup runs are always
Look between them.
favourable.
They are favourable. It was favourable.
I think
Next
Ten Hag
season, we're more likely to do well than not do well because we've actually got structure behind
we
it,
don't know
regardless of the
fuck all yet.
managers.
We don't know what they're gonna do.
No.
No, but the
in
signs
theory,
are showing. The
yeah,
signs are showing
yeah.
they've made the right decisions for the first time in 20 years above the manager that we haven't had for 20 years since the Glazers have come in. That any manager that comes in has
be in a better
already got a
position,
better structure
yeah.
than any manager that's had in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Between the lines.
Yo. Why did I even say that? Yes, my Between the Liners, welcome back to the Between the Lines podcast. This is a Manchester United special. Hopefully you've seen the other videos, player, keep or sell, the end of season diagnosis. Hopefully you enjoyed those as well. Now it's time for the main discussion, the main man, the mastermind behind the FA Cup final, champions of the world win against Manchester City in the derby. We was all there, me, Ryan and Haroon. Make sure you go check out that vlog. Erik Ten Hag, a man of many conversations, many topics of debates at the moment. Obviously, a lot of leaks as well in the press. A lot of Twitter aggregators like Haroon suggesting he was sacked before the final, which still hasn't come true, by the way. At the time of recording, by the way, I don't know. Obviously, if this comes out, he might have already been sacked or not. I don't know. They might have made a decision or not. I don't know. This video might not even drop if he does get sacked. But anyway, Erik Ten Hag, in or out. We've got a few different opinions on the table. If I was to put a hand up, let's put our hands up for Erik Ten Hag in. Yeah, Erik. So obviously the two of you are Erik Ten Hag out. Haroon or Naib. Naib's been chatting a lot of crud on WhatsApp messages over the last few months, over the last season.
The whole season.
Now, you know what, Naib? I've got a bone to pick out with you, bro.
Go on then.
You owe an apology. Before the FA Cup final, Naib messaged me like 2 days before when Haroon, the Twitter aggregator, was saying the leaks are dropped, saying that Ten Hag's been sacked here by Jacob Steinberg or whatever, yeah? Some fake Guardian journalist I've never ever heard of, by the way.
My burner and he bought it.
Naib messaged me saying, and I swear to God, I was so pissed off when I heard this.
What did I say?
Naib said, I've won. Ten Hag's been sacked. And I was thinking, bro, this is 2 days before FA Cup
I did
final.
win.
You're against your manager that we're about to go into the final for. You don't deserve to celebrate that win.
I stand by it still, innit? Like,
But how have you won? If Ten Hag got sacked before the final, we've all lost. We've had a shit season. We've all lost. No one's won.
well, I won because like, that's the thing I wanted, innit? The most. Him to go.
But that means we've all lost. Because we wanted him to do well, no? Don't you want the Man United manager to do well? And don't you want us to do well in the season?
No, because he's an agenda-driven.
That's what
Not
I'm
agenda
saying,
driven.
bro.
It's
Your
just
own
what
apology.
it's just what I've seen all season. He's not good enough.
You're agenda
So you want to get rid of a bad manager.
But how
At
have
the end of the day, you do
are
wanna
you
get
not a
rid
Man
of him.
United fan first?
Yes, first and foremost, yeah, of course.
So
I am.
how can you win if your manager has
With a
done
good-
so bad he's been fired?
A good coach manager. That's what I want, and he hasn't done that. So
But all right, say like the final.
yeah.
Did he tactically outclass Pep Guardiola? The
A
best manager?
one-off game,
Potentially
fair
one of the best
enough.
managers of all
I
time.
give him his flowers. Like that FA Cup game was outstanding, but we have to give the players credit as well at the same time, and they performed.
Definitely.
So at the end of the day, yeah, look, the FA Cup game was great and all, but the whole season overall, it's just been bad, innit? So
But you know,
that's
all
the
the
reason why I said
circumstances
that.
he's gone through, yeah?
Yeah.
We had the most injuries in the league, yeah?
So have other clubs.
But we had the
They've
most
gone
in the league. No one else had that. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
Most that's just
The thing-
number games.
the
Like
thing is-
Sorry?
it's just number. You just going by numbers, innit? But other clubs
Having
had,
the most injuries in the league isn't a numbers game. You are statistically, factually the most
know,
injured
man.
squad in the league.
And also,
then you
No, but
make
it's
a
not-
then you make a
no, but also
contingency
the
plan.
teams. The thing is, yeah, people bring up Newcastle and Chelsea. They also had shit seasons.
Yep.
So it's
They finished around us.
And we
all of
fin-
us-
and we
all of
finished
us-
below them.
Yeah, we finished
3
below them.
points.
So
but
that's
it was,
a bad
It
season.
was all 63, 60 points.
Yeah.
So it's a bad
the
season.
points, yeah, it was terrible from them and us. Injuries clearly affected everybody, is what I'm saying.
Hmm.
So that to me is like, yeah, other teams did have injuries, and then other teams that did have injuries also failed. If like City and Arsenal had more injuries than us, and then they were finishing where they finished, then you can look at it and say,
No,
okay, well, shit.
It's all like
I know Liverpool had some injuries and it kind of did derail their season.
you see your reaction right now. Would have been any different if we lost that FA Cup game?
Well, to be fair, mine would have, because I've been saying all season I want him to have another season anyway. He's got 1 year left on his contract, so I was saying let him ride out his contract. And I also based a lot of my decision making on his season in this first season.
Yeah.
And also before he even came in, we was fighting to get Ten Hag. Like we were all begging to try and get him. Like we were saying, he's an unbelievable manager. If we don't get him, he's Pep's next successor.
You know what? You know what's crazy? Like before, they had him on fraud watch. Because that Ajax thing was, like in hindsight, it has been a terrible, like not terrible as in like it's a fraudulent run or like tenure.
Not though, because since he left,
because everyone from Ajax,
and also before he came, they hadn't won the league.
Yeah.
And when he came, they'd won the
but
league.
they had
3
a
times
gift.
in
They
the last
had
4
like a
seasons.
gifted group of players, and like they were just way better than everyone else in that league, innit? And he's always
But then
Eredivisie.
those same players stayed and he left. Okay, we took Lisandro and Anthony, but we don't.
But I remember, like,
so let's not
Done
go
him a
there.
favour taking Anthony.
And then Ajax since then have been awful.
The one thing I was worried
Arne
about,
Slot has then
also,
gone
you
there
know,
and dominated their league.
like you mentioned, like we brought Ten Hag for his playing style, the way he plays and stuff like that. And I was worried about the players we had in our squad, and like they don't match in it. That's why his recruitment, we've been questioning him about his recruitment. So like,
I even think that's a myth, bro. I think the fact that he's got bad signings is a myth, in my opinion.
No, he does have bad
He has
signings.
terrible
but
signings.
every
He has
manager
some,
bad
but
signings.
every man, you're not allowed to make a mistake anymore.
No.
And also,
that's not on him because the manager shouldn't be deciding.
The
these, man.
the
That's
problem
on the club.
problem with Manchester United is everything is amplified.
Yeah.
innit?
can we go through signings? Yeah, let's go through signings. Malacio was his first signing.
Not bad.
Potentially bad because he's injury
we'll just
prone, I
go-
guess.
No,
no, it's okay.
He was okay as a
He's
backup
middle
last
ground.
season.
Ericsson, I'd say
Middle ground.
decent.
He's a
Yeah.
stopgap.
He had a good,
ground.
solid first season.
I'd say decent.
It's middle. Okay, yeah.
He's on a free, decent.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Martinez, unbelievable.
Good signing.
Potential Manchester United legend.
Good signing.
Casemiro,
Looks bad now. Was good. last
decent.
He was good
Decent.
last season. But no, but I don't think that was his signing.
I
That
don't
wasn't
think
his style
Casemiro was
player.
his signing.
That wasn't his
He
signing.
was
wanted
insane.
That was
yeah.
the club
We knew
panicking.
that.
That was
after
the club
losing 2
playing.
games.
Yeah,
Alright.
he wanted Frank.
So far, nothing bad, yeah? Except maybe Malacio, maybe. Dubravka can't include. Butland can't include. Weghorst, not his signing.
No, not his signing.
Sabitzer, not
He
his
did. He
signing.
wanted Weghorst.
Yeah, again, they're not bad signings.
He
They
didn't
were
want them.
stopgaps.
He didn't
They're
want
not.
them.
They're not bad signings.
He was in January when the Glazers said they were selling and he wasn't given no money. He was forced to take anyone he could
Because
get.
he kept saying he wants to buy a striker.
both
wants
ass
to buy a
anyway.
striker.
Next.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't blame him for that, but they're both
Yeah.
shit.
They're not bad
Yeah,
signings.
but
'cause
you
they were
just said
6
you
months
said he
loan.
was his signing. That's not his
He
signing.
wanted Weghorst, bro.
No, he didn't, bro.
That's his Dutch boy.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, continue.
All right, Sabitzer, Weghorst gone. We're taking him away from Ten Hag. Mount,
Wait,
not sure yet.
Not yet.
Not sure yet. But
Look,
should be okay.
Again, I don't think that's gonna be a bad signing.
I don't-
If
yeah.
you look at who wanted him at the same time, it was like
Arsenal or
Liverpool and
Liverpool.
Arsenal that were in for him. So that's clearly a good player there.
Yeah. So Evans can't. I'd say
that's,
decent.
again, not a bad signing.
Anana, decent-ish.
Jury's still out.
It's an
Jury's
improvement.
out.
Jury's still out, but it's an improvement on what we have.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hoyland, unbelievable.
good signing.
Bayandir, shit. Amrabat,
Shit,
average.
Shit.
You don't fucking do
shit,
this,
shit,
man.
shit,
Regulon,
shit. But again,
he was alright, bro.
He was okay.
No,
And also, he was
he didn't want him.
forced-
He didn't want him.
He played like 7 games, bro.
That's. Oh wait, where's all this?
Where's
stuff?
Anthony, bro?
Where's Anthony, bro?
They
should be
took
number
Anthony away
one.
because it's so bad.
I think that signing alone kind of like
Yeah. So all right.
derailed his whole.
Yeah. So basically, the
process.
Anthony signing holds him back.
Yeah, that's what
But
it
are
is.
we going to hold back a manager because of one bad signing?
No.
Because I talk.
Have the other signings been improvements on the players we had before? No, they haven't.
some of
Simple
them?
as-
Yes, they have.
Who?
Some of
Other
them.
than Lisandro. who-
Casemiro was better than McTominay or Fred in CDM. Yeah. Martinez is better than whoever Maguire and Lindelof.
Yeah.
I think
Mount is
Ericsson and
Mount is
Mount.
not. Mount is
better
not better than Pogba.
no better replacements.
No, but Ten Hag
than
didn't have Pogba.
McTominay.
Mount is not.
That's not
McTominay.
Ten
And
Hag's
man
fault.
is not Pogba though.
Ten Hag didn't
Mount
have
is not better than
Pogba.
Bruno.
No, but he didn't have Pogba. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't use Pogba because he didn't have Pogba. He never had Pogba. The team
That's
he came
who.
into.
That's yeah, but that's who's being replaced.
Yeah, but that wasn't. He wasn't replacing Pogba. He didn't
Still,
ever
these
manage
players
Pogba.
are not-
He never
Ten
managed
Hag didn't
Pogba.
sign Mount to replace
Which
Pogba.
one of these players? There's about 2 of them who have actually improved us, bro. That's
Yeah,
the point here.
yeah, but
No, but everyone makes out that the bad recruitment is all on him, but it's not really.
It's not all on him. No. He shouldn't be in charge of signings anyway.
we
bro.
said this to
but the
Naib
club
back then.
also have signed shit players. That's a fact. That's
Yeah,
what we're not blaming Ten Hag for signings.
He
swear
is.
you are.
He is.
He is.
You can't blame. The only signing you can blame. The
The
only
only
signing
one
you
is
can blame for
Anthony.
is
Is Anthony,
Anthony.
yeah.
Is Anthony.
I think
Anthony was in
the
that
whole Anthony thing is just
Because
too
he
much.
knew Anthony. He
And
worked with
and he
Anthony.
praised him a lot as well, which is
Yeah.
no one understands why.
And doesn't give minutes to the other players. But
Yeah.
It took him way too
Which
long.
I'll accept.
It took him way too
but
long to
I don't
drop
think that's a reason to sack him.
No, I
just
agree.
because
No,
he's
no, no,
overplaying
nah, there's
the
more
team.
other things. Like, I'm
He
not
shouldn't be in
done,
charge of
but
signings.
There are reasons to sack him.
100%.
this season alone, he's been outcoached by every other team. Like,
I agree with that as well.
if you watch the game, like we all watched the game, Man United games, even by that Burnley and
Yeah,
Sheffield
not everyone.
United.
Not everyone. Klopp didn't outcoach him not once.
I don't know.
I just
Any other day,
Fight that guy.
if Liverpool buried all the
Washed, bro, that's why
chances,
he-
it would have been like another thrashing.
Yeah, but
innit?
they
But
didn't.
they didn't. I know. Fair enough.
Nunes is a bum.
And you can't. The thing is, you can't use that because they didn't beat us 3 times. 3 attempts they had, and they couldn't beat us. So fuck that. They don't get to use that. As
Bro, we drew 0-0 at Anfield, which is incredible.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Klopp left because he's not good. Simple as.
Yeah, Klopp said. Anyway, sorry,
More
that was the
questions?
signings. So you said you had bad recruitment. Obviously, if we, all right, me and Ryan, obviously we wanted to keep him. We still want to keep him in now. If we're being objective, we'll probably say the tactic thing where he was being a bit stubborn, didn't want to change his ways. Looking back now, do you think he should have, or did he do the
no,
right thing?
I think he should have from the get go. But I understand that once he committed, changing didn't make sense. And I like when he came out and did that interview with Gary Neville.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, I hear it.
Same.
Because if he now goes in all preseason, he's directing, this is how we're going to play going forward.
Yeah.
If he then goes into 10 games into the season and says, you know what, I'm changing it all, the players might turn against him. We've seen our players do that. So I hear why he did it. I think he still should have made tweaks. I think he's shown us against City that he did it. In other big games this year, he's done it. Against Arsenal even, he adjusted both games. So he should have adjusted. But I hear why he didn't. I just think his stubbornness might have cost him his job.
Rightfully so, though.
Yeah, and like the thing is that I said it to you months ago. Yeah, I don't think we should sack him, but I understand why people do because prior I thought he was a solution. Now I'm not sure that he can solve the problem because he hasn't shown me
He's
that
too
he
stubborn.
can. Yeah, he started to adapt a little bit. Now
did.
maybe that will help going forward. Maybe it is a player issue, but I think the club need to take responsibility. So now I'm with you. Give him 1 more year. His contract's going to be up anyway, which is tough. If you're going to keep him, you might as well extend him. Give him 2 years.
Yeah, there's no point for 1 year.
I don't even know, I don't think you have to.
No, I think you do
I
because
think
that's a
there's
cloud
no point
over
for
you.
1 year.
I
That's
get
a whole
it, I get
season
it.
where you're going to bring another manager on right off the season again. There's no point.
It's a cloud over
if they're
it.
gonna sack him, they want their own man.
Sack
they do
him
it
now,
now.
yeah.
And if he gets sacked, it's his
Don't
own fault.
do what Chelsea did, where they
Yeah.
sacked Tuchel 6 games into the season.
Yeah, that's
like
just stupid.
the transfer window closes and now you sack him. So we don't need that. If
Yeah.
you're gonna sack him, do it now. If you're gonna give him 1 year, extend him by another year, so it looks like you've backed him. Because if you're just holding him there to sack him next year, then he could be stubborn again.
No, because you're not holding him to sack him next year. You're holding him to see how he performs this year.
Yeah,
No, but then
if he doesn't,
then that's
then you're-
bullshit.
Yeah,
What I'm
but-
saying
But
is,
why did we give him a 3-year
No,
contract
no,
in
no.
the first place?
No. They didn't.
They
I know,
didn't.
yeah.
If you're gonna back him now, Ryan's
Back
right.
him.
Back him properly.
Yeah.
Say, all right, he's gonna be the manager for 3 years.
Yeah.
Don't say we'll give him the last season, see what
No,
happens.
because why can't we say you've had one good season, you've had one bad season? We're now going to
We
see.
can't afford to
because
do
we're
that.
going to see out your 3-year contract and see how
We
you
can't
perform
afford to have
before
a
we
season.
decide if you get
Ineos
another one.
themselves cannot afford to have a
Yeah.
season where
A wasted season.
a wasted season. They
You're-
can't do it.
If you're
I think
doing,
they can
No,
because
they
they've
can't.
only put
They
you guys at
absolutely
the top
can't.
now.
No, you can't.
This
It'll become a filler
this next season coming in now.
which is not good.
We're probably not going to bear the fruits of what they've
No,
done.
no,
at the
no,
top
no,
anyway.
we
You don't
won't,
want
but
to,
we
but you
can
want to
improve
see
massively.
You want to see on the pitch that the club's
Yeah.
running
Already?
in a year.
Yes.
Yes, you want
And
to
the
see.
players
Well,
buy
they've
into
just
it.
come in, bro. Barada and that has just come in.
It doesn't matter.
So we've been run shit for 20 years. If you can't improve that in 1
1
year,
year,
then you're never going to improve it because we're so bad.
I don't think it's going to be monumental improvement.
No one's
one's
saying
asking
that.
for monumental improvement.
We're
bro.
saying 10% increase.
But
But I just
10% is what, third position, let's say, third or fourth.
I don't care about the
We
position.
did that already without them.
I don't care about the position. For me, it's not. Oh, I don't need tangible. I don't need to see it as. Oh, you finished 8th last year. Next year you need to finish 5th. Doesn't
we
matter.
want to see football.
Yeah, I want to see the club is moving in the right direction. They're making the right decisions. Everything.
That's
Right.
what you're
Players-
saying is hard to actually visualize.
No,
It's
it-
not.
That
it's not.
improvement that they bring. You
But go
can't
back to Arsenal 4 years ago. You can see they were moving the right way. They're making the right decisions from top down. They were getting rid of the Aubameyangs of the world. They were bringing in young players. Now, even if Arteta wasn't the guy, they backed him. They gave him years, and they said, "All right, do this." We need to do the same. If Ten Hag's your guy, give him 3 years. Give him an extension for 2 more years, and say, you know what, this is a 3-year thing. In year 1, we want to see us have a style of
proper
football.
style of football.
Whether that means you finish 8th or 10th or 4th, we want to see it. And don't change, don't chop and change. This is what we want to see. That's what we need to do. So if they're going to sack him, do it now and get a guy and give him 3 years.
All right, Naib and Haroon, yeah? How comes you guys don't allow Ten Hag, or you don't take into the account that he's had 33 different defense combinations, 14 different centre-back partnerships? How comes that doesn't come into your factor, especially after the season before? He showed you when he had a regular defence, a regular back four, he was capable of getting us to third. He got us to the quarterfinals of Europa League. He got us to the finals of the FA Cup. We also won the League Cup. This season, he's gone through all those problems. He's had more injuries than any other Premier League team, factually, but you don't allow him one more season, or you don't want to give him more time to prove he's capable of what he done last season and build on.
No, as a manager, you want to carry over that good season you had previous to the first season. So why wasn't he able to do that? Obviously because of injuries, but remember, he's managing the team. He wasn't managing the injuries at the same time. So, like, that's down on him now. Like, rushing back Martinez,
But any manager, even
Varane, and then he was
suffered
falling
with
out with
injury crisis.
couple
Listen,
players.
the issue, like, I hear it, we had injuries. Look at the way we played, bro. But I don't care who's out.
That's
who
the
we
bigger
have on the
picture,
pitch.
but he's talking
You
about
cannot play
defensive-
football that way, bro.
You can't, because
No,
you've
no.
got 14 different
Listen,
centre-back partnerships.
if you don't have the defenders and you don't have the midfielders to play a high press, don't play a high press. I sat here at the start of the season. Me and Ryan said the same thing to Naib. Yeah, in the second season, you play your style of play. You don't give up on it. And at the time, I agreed with that. But it became very clear very quickly. Shaw was going to be out for a few months. Martinez was going to be out for a few months. He knew he wasn't going to have those players to select for a while. At that point, you should say, all right, let's drop back a little bit. Maybe a mid block. Don't press high. And we'll hit teams on the break, and we would have left the season with more points. We could have got 5th or 4th.
You don't know that because in the Gary Neville interview, he said he could have done that, and you don't know how the players are going to perform with that situation.
We played that
They
way
could have
last
played
season.
worse. They could have been worse.
Listen,
No, we didn't have those players last season. Though.
we could
had
not have
14
played worse than we
We had
played.
more injuries this season.
We
last
could
season
not
than
have
last
played worse than we
No.
played.
Of course we could have.
No way.
We could have been worse.
Where,
Do you know how bad we were,
Yeah.
bro?
Bro, we could be worse.
Listen, no,
Nah,
we
we
could
I
not
think
be worse.
this was the
Adnan,
worst season.
Look at all
We've
the
never
underlying.
finished this
Look at
low,
all the
bro.
underlying numbers. We are the 4th worst team in the league in all of them. Chances created, shots conceded. We should be 16th in the table. We are lucky to be.
What
where we
you
are.
wanted him to be is more pragmatic and more compact.
At the point where we got injuries, he had to do that. We done it. Look, last few games of the season, Newcastle, we did it, and we won. We beat them. We didn't concede a lot of chances. We did it against Arsenal. They had one chance and they beat us. We didn't create anything because fair enough, Bruno was out, Rashford was out, all these men were out. But he done it. He dropped back. He done it against City. We won the FA Cup. If he said in January, all right, I'm going to be missing.
We did it too, final
Brighton,
day.
we did it. We beat them. If he said in January, we're going to be missing these men for time, most of these players, regardless of who's fit anyway, do not fit his style of play, regardless of that. Who does?
Yeah,
Most
so
of
it
them
was
don't.
really only Sandro and Shaw.
Literally, yeah, that's the two players. It doesn't matter. You nut up and you'd be like, all right, let's play defensively this season. In summer, I'll move on 10 plus of these, man, and we'll bring in players who can actually do it. And that's all he had to do. If he'd done that, we would be sitting here maybe in 5th or 4th position. I would be saying keep him.
Probably.
His own stupidity and his own stubbornness is the only reason I'm saying he should go.
See,
But
I
let's say
I
you're
agree
right,
with
yeah.
all of that because what I was saying, I think, that even though he said in the interview, if I did this, they would have reacted like this. The problem is you didn't give them that chance.
Yeah.
You should have gone and maybe spoke to the players and said, look, guys, like, this is how I want to play, and next year we're going to play like that. With all these injuries, we need to adjust and do that. He maybe thought that because of last year, he's got money in the bank. But as soon as the new owners were like coming in, he
That
should have
money's
been like,
gone, bro.
he should have been like, fuck. I think he was trying to impress them, and that was probably part of the problem. And rather than impressing them, he's made everyone turn against him because he's been stubborn. And instead of showing us what he's capable of, he's showing us his deficiencies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my point is, let's say you're right, and if he did change the style and we were more compact, we would have done slightly better in the league.
Yeah.
We would have papered over cracks anyway because we're not in the right position to challenge for the league, which is ultimately what we want to do.
But I don't know if it does paper over cracks.
I think it does.
No, because we knew the
because we know their
deficiencies of the
shit,
team, and we
and
know
I
the
think
players.
Ineos know their shit because they want to come in and improve this team. Because
Let's say he finished 5th.
Yeah.
yeah,
Are they not still looking down on him in a negative light?
No, because he would have said to them, I had injuries this season. These players I have in my squad, I can't play the football, attacking football I want to play. In summer, let's get rid of these man and we'll play.
The way I see it, if they're going to get rid of him, they're probably
I
going to
feel
get
like
rid
they
of him
still look down
regardless.
on him. Yeah,
No.
my point is 5th and 8th, they're still gonna think, you know what, you done shit. Because ultimately, the club since the Glazers have come,
But
in,
let's say
they wanted top 4.
But let's say
at
he
the
got
minimum.
4th. Because that was
That was
on the
plausible.
cards. Until
Yeah,
February or
I hear
whatever, we were like there.
We were like 6 points behind.
So my
Villa.
rebuttal towards that is he's made a mistake, and I
Yeah,
hope
I'm
he's
with you.
learned from that.
I'm with you. Give
No,
him a
no, no.
year.
And now that's why you give him next season.
It's
to
not
show
even.
he's
It's not even
learned.
a mistake, bro. It's common sense, man.
Yeah.
If it
No,
was
it's
like
a mistake, bro.
if
It's
it was a
mistake.
handful of games, I'll say mistake. It was like 6 months.
No,
bro.
it was
No,
incompetence.
because he's gone too far.
It wasn't
gone.
a mistake. It's
At one point, he gone too
It's
far. gone,
incompetence.
so he stuck with it.
At
No,
that
you
moment,
cannot
it's
stick, bro. The thing
incompetence.
is, even like.
To be fair, in the end of the season, he's kind of changed.
No,
it,
let me
though.
tell you something else.
End of the
yeah.
season, he kind of
Even
changed
if
it.
those players were fit, the way we were playing, we would have conceded 50,000 shots a game anyway. The defenders weren't fit, and we were dropping back anyway. Realistically, Lissandro, as sick as he is, he's not really a high-line defender anyway. And
is he
Wan-Bissaka, I don't know, maybe.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think he's necessarily a highline defender, but at least he can engage.
Yeah,
and
he
win
can
duels.
engage. Yeah, he
Do you
can.
know what I'm saying? But again, I just think it's incompetence to do it for
is.
that long.
Yeah, you can't
The,
do that, bro.
the problem I have is, you win 2 cups in 2 years, you go to another FA Cup final, and if De Gea's not there, we might have won last year's FA Cup final. So we could have been looking at 3 trophies in 2 years. I think if you flip the seasons around, you look at it very differently. innit?
Yeah,
So I think give him another year because you signed him for 3 years, give him 3 years.
I don't
But I
think
said
so.
extend him.
He's-
If you're gonna keep him, extend him.
You know the pedigree of being able to win 2 trophies in a row.
Can't be
is
sniffed at.
insane.
Can't
because
be sniffed at.
You know we didn't win trophies for 6 years before. Yeah,
I don't think he's a bad manager at all. I think if he gets sacked now, it's his own fault because of the way what he done and his.
I agree with that.
No, but that's why you should be in favour of not sacking
No,
him.
but I'm
because
not in
no
favour of
other manager
sacking him.
can win 2 trophies 2 seasons in a row. No one.
Pep does it all the time, bro.
That's different. Look how they set up the
No, but
150
look.
charges, etc.
Obviously, it's impressive to do it. It's
Klopp's
impressive
done
to do it.
after a few years.
Let's be honest, our cup run this season was very favourable. We played League 2 teams and we still struggled against half of them. It's true.
Well, it was.
Coventry,
Listen,
Coventry,
listen.
innit?
It was until we.
And we almost lost that game. So
It was until we
We
slapped
went
Liverpool.
2-0 up against Newport County and
Yeah.
they came
Oh,
back.
we
to
beat
2-2.
Liverpool and City, bro.
Yeah.
We played Coventry City in an FA Cup semi-final and they took us to penalties, my bro.
Listen, a cup run isn't favourable if you beat Liverpool and City along the way.
No, to be honest,
That's not
I
true.
I think cup runs are always
Look between them.
favourable.
They are favourable. It was favourable.
I think cup runs always are because you're only ever gonna play like
Even what
teams.
Naib said,
Bro,
he even said it himself. If Liverpool actually took the chances they created, they would have beat us as well. We grafted and we got the result. Fair enough.
Listen.
we let Coventry come back from 3-0 down in 10
Yeah,
minutes.
that was
at Wembley
horrendous.
Stadium.
That was
and
horrendous.
Newport County came back against us. As well.
Pep Guardiola, before
we
this
did not
final,
play
yeah.
well.
Wait,
we did
I
not play
disagree
well in
with
the
you
FA
though.
Cup.
That FA Cup final, Liverpool weren't all over us. We started the better team. We gave them
I
back
think
into the
minutes were
game.
about.
Second
First
half,
minutes
they
were
were
about.
better for the whole
We
cup.
let them
Oh,
into the
yeah.
game
At
with
least
2
half.
Yeah, but
stupid
anyway,
mistakes.
Liverpool shit.
They didn't create bare chances in the second half.
But
They
look
just
at the
dominated
teams,
the ball.
Look at the teams that we beat to get there, bro. Wigan and these man. It was a
You
favourable.
can't say that if you've beat Liverpool and City,
Yeah, but
bro.
You can still say
Yeah,
it's a
but-
favourable.
And also to
run.
beat
But who
City
did
in a
City
Pep
beat?
Guardiola final, yeah?
I don't know.
Who did City beat to get there?
No,
I think
No,
Tottenham.
Look,
Newcastle, maybe?
I think they beat.
It's still
I
obviously
think
winning
they
the
beat
cup
Newcastle,
and
Tottenham.
beating
Chelsea.
City in the cup final.
I think they
he's the
beat
first
Tottenham
manager to
in
do it. I'm saying
third
he's not a shit
Tottenham,
manager.
Chelsea, and Newcastle.
I'm just saying the mistakes he's made this
but
season
Newcastle
have
were
shown
arsed
me
this
big
year.
deficiencies in his management.
Pep
ability.
Guardiola has won 21 out of 23
Yeah.
cup finals, domestic cup finals before
Yeah.
this. And Ten Hag's
And I'm
only the
saying
third
well
guy.
done for winning it.
No, but you're saying it's an easy cup run.
No.
But he's just done that.
I said
They
it was
say
favourable.
favourable. That's the
because
difference.
we-
That's a big
favourable
difference.
too.
And no, I'm
because
saying
not easy.
Look. If we dominated
Even-
every
You don't
team,
always play Premier League teams in a
of
cup
course.
run,
But
bro.
no,
even
it doesn't
but
matter.
City
bro.
did,
My
though.
point
Like,
is,
even
look
we
at the
played
way we
Liverpool, we
played.
got them at home, which was
Someone
lucky.
check City's run,
Brother,
bro.
look what I'm
They
saying.
played Tottenham away. I know that.
They
Third
played
round, innit?
Luton,
Look at the way
Cyanide.
we played against these teams, bro.
And they beat Chelsea in the semi-final.
Look how shit we played against
We beat
Newport
Coventry.
County. And we let Coventry City come back against us.
The Newport County
We
game
won the
is
game.
not his fault, though.
Bro, we won the
That's
game.
not his fault.
The Newport County game, why is that not his fault?
Because we went 2-0 up and they scored a deflection from 50 yards away and the players let him down after that. The players' mentality dropped after that. That's not Ten Hag, bro.
Who drills the mentality into the players, bro? The manager.
The thing
He's
is,
just come in, bro. He's only been there
No,
for
man.
18 months,
No,
2
man.
years, bro. That's not down to him.
nah, and then you can't.
That's a club
you-
structure and the toxicity.
You
Nah,
can't.
man.
If we had a cup run
But the
where
thing is,
we
it kept
comfortably
happening.
beat everyone and we got to the final, we beat City, then I would agree with
The thing
you.
is, I'm
We
with
struggled
you.
in the cup run, bro.
I'm with you, but no.
We did struggle. Of course
No,
we
did.
struggled.
And that's why it was sick. But I'm with you, yeah.
It
but
was lit. Yeah,
the
it
flip
made it
side
more
of-
lit because it was more like...
the flip side of that is we kept giving away games. And so that is on him at the end of the day. That if it had just happened against Notts County or whatever, I'd say yeah, but we did it against
we
Brentford.
did it at times. Chelsea.
We did it against
whole
Liverpool.
season
Even
we
in the
did that
quarter
shit,
final,
bro.
like we went up 1-0 and then we gave away 2 goals straight away to them just before half time, and they're in control. Like we pulled it out, but all year we were just giving up.
Yeah.
I think
Chelsea
it's more.
4-3.
I think it's more the players than the manager.
No.
That's my point.
It is.
Nah, this season's been more the manager than the
Nah.
players.
No, it's more
It's-
the
I
it's
think
more
it's
the
more
players.
mixture.
It's more the players, but the manager has to take accountability
Yeah.
because you have to control that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
You
saying
keep
Ten Hag
picking
here.
those players.
Yeah.
You keep doing the same things
He
you were
kept playing
doing.
Anthony as well.
Yeah,
You
100%.
keep trying to press higher when you know these players are
They
unable
can't
to
do it. Yeah, that's
now
the
you've
point.
got a lead. You can adjust. You can go and sit back if you want. Now you've got the lead. Like no one's gonna look at you funny. You're in the lead.
What made
So-
it worse is that he would come in the presence even after a
I
game
didn't say we
got
played
put,
well.
Oh, we played well. We did this. We did that. That just makes it 10 times worse, bro.
I agree with that.
But
And also,
No,
do you know why he did that?
No, I know he knows that we were shit. Come out in the press and say we were shit.
No,
Take
but you know why
accountability
he
for
couldn't
it.
do that?
Because of the players.
Because the players'
no, that's
mentality
bullshit.
is so
That's
fragile.
bullshit.
If he does that, they play worse than they are now.
Brother, you just
No, I think
tried
he
to
says
keep
that
all of
stuff
those
just to
players.
protect
Brother,
himself.
brother,
Allow it.
he's the one who
Go
set
watch
them out
keep
like that.
yourself.
He's the manager.
He's the
like,
one who set them out like that to play shit. If he comes in the press and say, I got it wrong, boom.
No, that's because the players' mentality is
No.
shit. And he
Oh,
knows,
the players,
he knows
yeah,
if he
yeah.
comes
The
out and
mentality is
criticizes them in the
so
press,
shit.
if he comes out and criticizes them in the press, they're gonna play even worse. Let's just talk about the mastermind that he did, yeah.
How can you
But
get
keep-
worse?
He doesn't need to come
No,
and
because they
criticize
can be
them. He
worse.
should come
The
out and
players
criticize
cannot be
himself.
worse.
The players crumble as it is now
no,
already.
Genu-
They'll
I've never
crumble
seen
even worse.
such a bad football
We would
team,
finish
bro.
12th if it
Bro,
wasn't
for
for them.
90% of the season, me and Ryan were saying in the group chat, we're the worst team on the English football ladder.
We are. We played. Look, like
I've never seen a team so
asked.
bad.
You asked, would I feel different if we didn't win the FA Cup? Maybe.
100%
And there's a
you would.
big reason for that. But winning a trophy, I think, can never be sniffed at. And
No,
you've
it
done it
can't
back
be.
to back. So I think that's important. And what concerns me is the names we're linked with. Like, if someone said to me, "You've got you're gonna get Klopp," all right. But people are saying Poch.
Sideways
Poch had
Nah,
Chelsea
Poch
this year,
is,
and
they're,
they-
they're at the same level. I wouldn't go for Poch.
and they did like Chelsea. Yeah, all right. They did a bit better than us. Whatever.
But they got the difference is they
on
got
the
a better
whole,
squad
Yeah, better squad. I don't know.
or high or more
They're a
potentially
deeper
high.
squad.
Deeper,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
more
well, I don't know
in
if
depth.
it's better
Well,
necessarily.
another one of my arguments towards Naib and Haroon specifically, you guys, obviously, it's only been 2 seasons and you want to get rid of him now. I understand. I've heard your reasons for, but why can we not give him more time when you've seen guys like Klopp come in, you've seen guys like Arteta. He's had a better first 2 years than them two both had. And I'm not saying he's going to do as good as they are, and we can't even say as good as Arteta is because what has he done in the end? But as good as, let's say, Klopp, you don't know what he's capable
No,
of.
the reason.
But his first 2 years have shown he's probably going to
I'll give you a
surpass
reason.
what they've done.
In his first 2
potentially.
years, he's had more resources than they had in like 4 years, bro.
I don't know if that's true.
That is true. Look at the teams they came into as well. That Liverpool team Klopp took over was
Look
horrid.
at the team Ten Hag came into. It was
His team was
sixth
be-
with Ragnick, bro.
His team that he took over was 1,000,000% better than that Liverpool team with Ricky
Yeah,
Lambert
yeah,
and them, man.
definitely.
And it was probably better than the Arsenal team as well. And
Klopp had
he's
Suarez,
been given
huh?
400.
Klopp had
No, we
Suarez.
didn't. No, we
Suarez
didn't. No, we
now. Suarez
didn't.
gone time.
Are you crazy?
Was he?
If you
Bro,
see that
Klopp had
Liverpool
Ricky
team,
Lambert
no,
and
the only player they
Joe
had was
Allen, bro.
Coutinho.
He was gone like
He only
a year
had a
and a half.
Coutinho, which he
Ten
sold
Hag's been
later
here
on.
2 years and he spent more than both of them probably combined in their first 4 seasons, bro.
Well, yeah, but the last 2 years.
And we had
Arsenal
probably had
outspent
better
us.
Yeah, but
players
you
in our squad
can't
than they
include
did.
that when Anthony was bought for 80 million, which isn't his fault.
He asked for
80 million pounds.
Look, I don't care if Anthony came
It is
for
his fault
30,
because
40, 50
it is
mil.
his fault.
He
You know-
signed him and he's shit.
Do you know why it's his fault? Yeah, because he managed him before. So
Yeah,
even
he
if
shoulda known. He
if
shoulda
Man
known.
if Man United board came to him and was like, "Oh, yeah, we're looking at
Yeah.
Anthony," and they said, "Yeah, like we can get a deal done for 90
Yeah,
million,"
he
he
shoulda
should have
said,
he should have said, "Run away, bruv.
Yeah.
Run away." Like,
I actually
you know,
think, I still think he thinks Anthony's good though.
of course he does. He must do.
Yeah, he must do.
I don't think he does. I think
But
he's too
no,
far in.
no, I don't think he thinks he's good anymore. I think he thought there was a player in there, and then he's
There's
realized
not.
that guy's not for the Prem.
I wonder what you saw.
Yeah, that's my point. Klopp and Arteta both came into worse teams and had to do a bigger job than Ten Hag does.
I don't-
because They didn't have
But
the
still, he's
resources
shown
available.
he's capable in his first 2 years
I don't
In
like.
his
of
first
still
year-
adjusting to a big club. but also the biggest club in the
In
world.
his first
Stop
season,
comparing.
in the first season he showed he's capable. This season he did not show in one
Yeah, he
bit
didn't.
at all that he
He
could.
did
that
because he
won
won
the
the
FA Cup.
He
No.
won the FA Cup.
He
Finally.
could not adjust, bro.
But
He
it
won
took
2
him,
As I
trophies.
said,
It took him
50
FA
games, bro.
Cups are always like cup runs can be favourable. The league shows where you are.
No, but at the end of the league also, when we played against
We
Arsenal,
were ass.
when
We
we played
finished
against
eighth.
Arsenal,
You
we
say
played
that,
against
but I
Brighton,
don't,
we played against
I don't
Newcastle.
necessarily agree with
we
that
played
either.
well.
I don't think the league shows you where you are because I think that Liverpool finished 5th last year and we finished 3rd. And going into the season, like you thought, oh yeah, we're better than Liverpool, but Like
Also, Liverpool finished fifth because they had a major injury crisis. The same way we're having
So
now.
what I'm saying is, I don't think the league always shows. Yes, we are shit and we should finish 8th this year. I just don't think that it always shows you.
should have finished
I mean,
lower.
38 games do dictate. Everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
You
better
can-
than the FA Cup, but winning a cup is
It's big.
it
of course
changes
it is.
your season from being a bad season to an okay season,
yeah.
and now you go, all right, you're in Europa.
But
League
it doesn't.
next
For me, it doesn't paper over.
Like
the
if we
cracks.
finish 5th this year, and let's say he did adjust, like he said,
Yeah.
halfway through the season, you'd feel better about
100%.
that. But see, it's the same result.
But you still want him out, though.
Yeah? No,
You still want him
bro.
out.
If he
But imagine we didn't win the FA
No, you
Cup.
still want him out.
But imagine
No.
we didn't
You
win
still
the
want
FA
him
Cup.
out.
Let's say he
If we
lost that
finish
Liverpool
fifth
game.
and we didn't win FA Cup, he brought him out.
No.
And so
When did I start saying
I
Ten
don't
Hag
know.
out?
I don't
Tell
think
me when I
so.
started saying Ten Hag
September.
out. No, that is cap, bro. I've backed that guy. I've
I
wanted
think
that
me
guy
and
for the
Haroon
last
kind
3-4
of,
years.
I said it in December. I was
Yeah,
like, just
it was
sack him.
December, January time. That's when we turned. If he at that point said, "Oh, all right, let me play a bit more defensive. Let's pick up some points. Let's play counter
still
attacking."
want him out.
No, I wouldn't.
I said sack him, but
I would have
didn't
said,
mean it.
"Look, he's adjusted to what."
But he
he's
was
got in
pissing me
front
off. He was pissing me
Oh,
off.
there's too many bad
There's
games. He
so
had too
many
many bad
times
games.
he-
Yeah.
Genuinely,
He pissed me
every
off.
single you can go for
Every
the whole
single
league.
week.
Every single team outplayed us in one
The thing
game.
is,
At least.
look, the thing is,
Name me one team that didn't outplay
Nah.
us. You can't do it.
I would say
A one or two at least.
You can't even say Sheffield didn't
Deserby end
outplay
of
us.
the season. Deserby end of the season.
Nah.
De Zerbi smoked us at the
End
start
of the season. End of the season.
I said the whole season. Name me one team that didn't outplay us.
I think
can't do it.
only Chelsea.
Yeah, that's the only team that didn't outplay us.
Yeah.
That's the only team.
That's it.
Even Sheffield outplayed us in their backyard.
Yeah.
Burnley outplayed us in our own backyard, bro.
No.
Burnley was tough.
Like, I don't care how many injuries you got. You cannot be getting.
Well, you know,
outplayed
you
by
said
teams
about the
like
cup runs and they were easy or whatever.
this. No, I'm not. I'm saying they were favourable.
But I'm
and
saying-
even in those cup runs, we
made
struggled.
hard work.
But I think.
And you're forgetting, we played Crystal Palace like 2 weeks before that FA Cup game.
4-0,
and we
bro.
got slapped.
Yeah, but
What was your opinion then?
But
You wanted to get.
I was there.
Oh, you were there. See?
Yeah, go on. What were you gonna say?
My point was anyway. You're saying that the cup runs don't really hold much weight to Erik Ten
No,
Hag,
no.
yeah?
They hold
He's
weight.
saying it doesn't hold as much weight. As
I'm saying it doesn't hold as much as you
Oh, right.
think it does because we had a favourable run and we
I-
still made work.
I
of it.
think it does.
No.
When in the 2 seasons he's been here, he got to a quarter-final Europa League.
Yeah.
He got to a final of the Cup.
Yeah.
He won the League Cup. He now won the FA Cup as well. And
Yeah.
where do you? No, I think we got knocked out like 4th round of League Cup. But he's shown out of 4 or 5 cup runs, he's gone very far and won 2 of them to suggest that as a United manager, he's capable of winning more and more trophies. And the league position is obviously a worry because this season we finished 8th. But
Maybe
last
this
season-
suggests
last
he's a-
season he
he's a
showed
cup
third.
manager then.
Last season he showed third. He finished third, and he's done all these cup runs alongside it. I'm perfectly happy to wait till next season to see what he does in the league and in another cup run.
I don't know. I'm more of a like
And
a
I'm
league.
confident that he'd do well. That's what I'd say.
I don't know.
I'm not confident at all, man.
I'm not
For a
confident.
league
Based on what
perspective,
he
he's
showed
not.
this season, he doesn't seem like he's adjustable. He
Doesn't adapt well.
No matter what
any
happens, he's going to
scenario.
keep doing it, even if he doesn't have the
Yeah,
players
but
to do it.
is
and
he
it's
not
gonna
allowed
cost
to have
you.
the structure behind him now? That
He
we
had
that we finally got for
the
the
board
first time
gave
in
him that
20 years.
freedom to make the
but what?
decisions.
No, he shouldn't have.
Even though obviously now he does have that backing, proper heads.
and now any manager coming in is going to should be in theory in a better place than
Next
Ten Hag
season, we're more likely to do well than not do well because we've actually got structure behind
we
it,
don't know
regardless of
fuck
the
all yet.
managers.
We don't know what they're going to
No.
do.
No, but the
in
signs are
theory,
showing. The
yeah,
signs are showing
yeah.
they've made the right decisions for the first time in 20 years
Yeah.
above the manager
Yeah.
that we haven't had for 20 years since the Glazers have come in. That any manager that comes in
Should
has
be in a
already
better
got a better
position,
structure
yeah.
than any manager that's had in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, Fergie did his own thing. Was
No, but
capable.
Fergie was 101.
Yeah,
and
obviously, yeah.
it's not.
But I'm saying any manager that comes in next season will be in a better position than Ten Hag was in the last 2 years anyway. So why not give it to Ten Hag when he's already done not a great job this season? Obviously, what FA Cup, I don't know. He's done a good job so far. I'm backing him to do even better next season with a better structure.
I don't think he's shown enough. And this season,
I think he
just
has.
what he's done this season is just.
But wait, but
What's showing enough?
What-
What is showing enough though? What did you expect him to do?
I told you what I expect him to do. If your team is playing in that way and they're losing and getting outplayed by everyone, change it up. He didn't change it up, and we finished.
So that's all he had to do to change your mind.
Literally, if he just showed me, I can change my
The
tactics.
guy won
up.
an FA Cup, and that's what you want him to do.
Yes,
that's mad.
Yes.
So why couldn't you do that throughout the
Do you know how
season?
hard
No,
it is to win an FA
brother,
Cup, bro? Do you know how hard it
We
is? to
played
win a FA
Coventry
We've won-
City and Newport County in the FA Cup run, and we finished 8th in the Premier League, and we should have finished 16th in the Premier League. We got lucky to finish 8th.
Bro, FA Cup.
What has he
been around-
shown?
FA Cup has been around.
I think
140
his
years.
league
We've won it
performance
13
way more. I
times.
think his league performance and Champions League performance, they're way more than natural.
Champions League's not on him.
Champions League.
Champions League's on no.
That's not no. Only on.
Okay, no, but
I think we
even then,
in the Champions League we played well.
No,
We
I
did every
agree.
game we
100%.
Onana just cost. It wasn't even just Onana, bro. The back
The
line was
Rashford
shit as
sending
well.
off was bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking a
Copenhagen.
couple
We
handballs
just
we gave
crumbled
away.
in the
Yeah.
Champions League.
I'm saying they're like the two most important competition. So like they weigh more than
Yeah,
FA
they
Cup and
do.
League Cup.
They do way more than that.
No, they do, yeah, but you need to remember.
But what were you saying?
If you're
Adnan?
gonna-
You're saying you keep him just for 1 year, or
I'll say I've seen
Give him an
enough.
MI contract.
I've seen enough in the last 2 years to suggest to keep him for 1 more year with the right structure above him that he will do a better job than he did this season. That's what I think.
It's impossible to do a worse job than you did this season, bro.
Yeah, so you might as well
then
keep
you
him.
sack
No,
him in.
what-
Because he's a
why?
legend.
He's already shown last season that he finished third
Alright, guys.
and got a League Cup.
When
And
I
he
say-
can compete against the
No,
biggest
he
managers in the
finished
world.
third playing in a way that we don't.
And
wanna
also,
play.
last
You
season,
know that,
we
right?
beat all the big managers, right? We beat Pep, Klopp, Arteta, all the top 5 sides. We beat them at home.
Liverpool beat us 7-0. Man
Oh,
City
wait.
beat us 6-3.
And this season, he
What
eradicated
does that mean?
This season, he eradicated
We finished
that.
8th this season,
Yeah,
bro.
but he changed that, though. He's
No.
improved in that way.
How is he
Because
improved?
How is he improved?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
regressed.
instead
He's
of-
We went
regressed.
down to 2-0,
Listen,
bro.
Instead of
Oh,
getting
yeah, I
battered,
can't believe-
instead of getting battered by City and Liverpool, he got battered by Bournemouth and Palace.
And then we beat City in the FA Cup final. And we beat Liverpool.
And we finished 8th and they won the league.
And we won the FA Cup. And they
What are you
didn't.
talking about, bro?
We won the FA Cup, they did.
You cannot paper over any cracks.
Yeah, I don't think
Cup's
it's
been around for
justifiable.
140
I don't think
years.
I don't care how long it's been
FA Cup's been around for 140 years. We've won
I
it
don't
13
care.
times.
So?
Do you know how hard it is to win FA Cup?
So?
Only the big teams ever win it. We're
So?
lucky to even be a part of that club.
So?
So I'm saying it's a big
finished
achievement. It's a massive achievement.
It's not a massive achievement.
Of course it is, bro.
It's not a massive
To beat
achievement.
Pep Guardiola, Manchester City, 150
Yeah,
charges
to
in FA
scrape-
Cup final.
scrape
And
through
to also
against Coventry City,
he
on
also
penalties.
tactically outclassed Guardiola in that final.
Yeah, but the tactics he
Yeah, but
done in that
again,
final, we've seen
again-
managers.
Wait,
do
wait,
before as
again.
No against Pep.
well. Only done it.
Only
I
Simeone.
know.
Not in the final.
No,
Not
I
in the
know
final.
Coventry. I know
You never got to any.
I know we went to the fucking penalty shootout of Coventry. Again, I'm putting that on the players, bro. You were 2-0 up.
100%. We're 3-0
I-
up, bro.
3-0 up, whatever it was.
That's not Ten Hag.
I left the pub, yeah, and it was 3-0. I got home and it was 3-3 or whatever.
That's not Ten Hag.
Like, I can't blame the manager for that.
Thank you.
Wait. I said that earlier. I think he's got to take some of the blame, but he can't take. I can't just put it on him.
not
Those
just on him.
players,
They were criticising him that day, you know, because he made
Players-
subs.
players
That's
are
not
pathetic.
him, bro.
the players.
Players are pathetic.
I want to sell most of those players, so I'm not now gonna
Yeah.
kill him for it. I said keep him in it, but I hear why they want him gone. You're acting like it's blasphemy to want him gone.
No, I'm saying he's made mistakes, but I've
Yeah.
seen enough to suggest he should stay.
No,
Yeah.
And you should be a fan, bro. Like you should want
Bro,
him to
you-
stay. You
I
should be
don't-
a supporter of the club.
Listen,
and support
I
the manager.
support the club.
This is the
It
guy
doesn't
that
mean-
we would beg him to get into the
I
club.
support the club. It doesn't mean I have
Yeah,
to
but-
blindly back
but
him.
then you
back
can
a
make a
manager.
mistake.
I'm not blindly backing him because I'm saying he's made.
How?
he's
But
at
you
fault.
kind of
He's
are
at
because
fault
you're
for
you're
it.
ignoring
He is
you're
at
ignoring all his
No,
negatives.
I'm saying he's at fault for those things. Though. Like,
Yeah,
he should have
he's
changed his
massively
tactics.
at fault.
They're
Yeah,
too
he
Probably
detrimental.
should have
like.
changed his
He
tactics.
should have done it, yeah.
But I'm saying I've seen enough outside of that.
I don't
suggest
think
that
we
he
have
could still
seen
do a
enough.
good job.
I've
don't
seen
think we
enough.
have.
No,
Are we saying he's bad at tactics now?
No,
Are we saying
he's
he's
not
bad
a
at
bad
No,
tactics?
because
manager.
at the City game, you've seen him.
He
He
is
could
not a
actually
bad
do
manager by
it
any
in one-off
means,
game.
no one's
You
saying-
man, you man say different things on WhatsApp.
If
I'm
we
just saying.
flip the seasons, yeah, let's say he finished 8th
In
last
heat
year.
of the moment, if I
FA
call him
Cup,
shit, I call
and
him
this
shit,
year he
innit?
finished third and won a League Cup. Would you look at him more favourably?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, of course you would, because
Okay.
you're going upward trajectory.
Yeah. So here's what I lay. All of that is the same manager, yeah. Just because he overachieved last year and he's underachieved this year, realistically, I think he's about where we should be. We shouldn't be 8th, but over the course of 2 years, we are where we are. We're probably in that 3 to 6 range.
Yeah.
And if we have a good year, we'll finish 3rd. If not, we finish 8th. And all of those teams are in that. I think he's made mistakes this year, but I'm with Adnan. Give him a year. Let him have the structure in place.
But why not give a new manager that
But who?
1 year? Any manager, like
But
they'll have that. If you're giving that freedom to Ten Hag again,
But you're not.
why
No,
not
you're
just
not
give it to a
giving him.
new
The,
manager?
you're not giving him freedom. You're giving him the actual back
Not freedom.
structure. So what? All I'm saying now is you bought in a lot of these players, yeah. So instead of now going and having to buy all new players for the next manager, let him finish.
But
his
they're not
3-year
bad.
run.
Are they bad players? The new
Some of
players.
them-
you
some
got?
of
Some of them
them
are actually
are.
really good. We just made it.
Majority of the players that we signed in his first season are gonna have to be bin anyway.
Yeah.
So it is pretty much just starting from scratch.
I don't think it is. Some of the players
It
are
is and it isn't because he's worked with these guys. So he's
Yeah.
got right now. He's got some. What I'm saying is, if they get a new manager, the new manager might not want any of these players.
Yeah.
Lissandro,
That happens with any
who
other club,
We
yeah.
love Lissandro. Yeah,
New
he's a
manager might
5'8" centre.
Yeah, obviously.
Most managers probably won't want him. So what I'm saying is, right now, give him the year and just say, all right, if you do want a new manager down the line, try and fix upstairs first. Give him the year, see how he does. If not, I know you don't want.
But we could do that with a new
but I
manager.
don't think it's a waste of a year. I think you start at the top and then figure it out.
It is still a waste of a year. It's a long season, you know. Yeah,
But we could get a new manager and waste a year
Yeah, but
anyway.
was this year a waste of year?
No, because we won the FA Cup.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We didn't even waste a year. We won an FA Cup.
You can't waste it if you win
But
the
I
FA
know
Cup.
in these man's mind we wasted a
No
year.
one said we wasted.
No,
it.
I don't think it's a waste. I think it's a
we wasted
disappointing year.
it.
It's
Yeah.
been a
That's fine, we
disappointing
No
year.
one said we
100%.
wasted
It's
it.
a disappointing year.
But say we
It's
finish
saved by the
say
FA
we
Cup.
finish 8th next season and
Yeah.
we win a Europa League.
Yeah,
These
that's
men will
fine.
say it's a waste of a year.
No, but that's fine. You get in Champions League.
It is fine if we.
It's not a
play-
waste of a year though.
It is fine if we see that this team can improve. That's when it's fine. When you watch Arteta,
Winning the Europa League.
when
is
you
an
watch
improvement.
Arsenal under Arteta, they will finish 8th. You could say, okay, I can see the type of football he's trying to play. Eventually, he'll play.
No, but I couldn't.
I can't see
don't
that.
I
care,
couldn't see
bro.
that under
If I
Arteta.
win
I
something,
was saying
I
that
don't
at the
care
time. I
about the
couldn't
style.
see it.
That's where you're wrong.
Nah, you gotta care. I
have
think
to care.
long term, you need
You need a style of play, bro.
The only reason I'm allowing
No,
this
if
year
we keep
is the
winning,
injury.
I don't
We
care.
will never, bro.
If we keep
bro,
winning a
bro,
trophy,
bro.
I don't care about
If your
Sunday.
if your
I'll be
aim
real.
as a United fan every season to win a League Cup and FA Cup, that's not my
Yeah,
aim
you're
as a United
underachieving,
fan.
bro.
You're underachieving, bro.
FA Cup, I'll take every year.
Yeah, you will take
Yes,
it.
but you're
But
we won 13 out
the
of
way you're
140.
talking
But
is
you
if
want
like
to
you're
be
happy to
challenged.
finish 5th every season and win an FA Cup.
Yeah,
every
that's
season.
some Arsenal
My
shit.
point is, I can see him winning each bigger trophy every year.
I can't.
League Cup, FA
At the
Cup,
moment, I can't.
Europa
I can't see him
League,
winning a
Then
league
we go
at
to
all,
Champions
man.
League. Then we go
I
to
can't
Premier
see
League.
us winning the league for
Yeah,
3 or 4
it's step by
years,
step
mate.
process.
Yeah, but the problem with that, Adnan, is you need to see it on a consistent basis in the
Yeah,
league too.
you can't.
Yeah,
Because you can't.
We haven't given him time to show that.
I'm in agreement
given
with
him-
you.
We
But what
have.
I'm
We gave
saying
him
is-
how many?
He's had
2 seasons.
That's
but
not a
he was
long
great,
time, bro.
but
That's
he
not a long
he was
time.
great last year.
Brother, you cannot have a team that, when you look at the numbers, should have finished next to the relegation teams and say that he hasn't had enough time to show.
But they didn't, so
Yeah.
it's probably overachieved.
He has not
he
overachieved.
hasn't.
These players have saved his ass, bro. Some of them.
These players have let manager after manager down.
Brother,
Because-
we should be
and
based-
also good players have
based
played
on how
shit on a regular
based on how he
basis.
has set the team out and the tactics he's done, we should not be 8th, bro. We should be 15th, 16th.
He needs to do better
Hoyland has
than
won
tactics.
him about 6 games from his goals that he scored. McTominay's come off the bench and won us about 9, 12 points.
No,
Bro.
he needs to look, bro. He needs to be better tactically.
Yeah, he
There's-
does. I'm not
There's
denying
no.
that. I'm not denying that.
I'm give him a year because you lot are saying you don't want to waste a year. We could waste a year regardless. Whoever
No, we
comes
could
in.
waste- I'm saying-
there's no surefire manager out there.
Either
like-
double down on him, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Don't give him 1 year. If you're gonna stick with him, stick with him. If you're gonna get,
I'm
someone-
saying extend him because you can sack him regardless. I'm just saying give him if you're gonna back him, give him an extension just because
there's no
he
point.
won't be losing.
Yeah,
over
there's
the
no
club,
point
innit?
just saying, "Hey, give him the year and let's see
Yeah.
what happens." That's a waste of a year. In that sense, it's a waste. If you give him like what Ryan's saying, say, "Okay, he's gonna be our manager going forward," we'll give him 2 years. That's different.
And do you know why I want to keep him? Because we've been through how many managers?
Yeah, we have.
In all of those runs, I always felt, yeah, the manager's got to go. I don't feel that he has to go, and I don't feel like the players have turned against him like they did with other
haven't.
managers.
They haven't turned against
And I think that's a massive thing because
That's a big achievement,
these
yeah.
players will throw you under the bus. We've seen.
they're
it.
not afraid to do
They're
that.
not doing it to him. So that tells me that he's got them. Like there's something there that they
something
believe
there,
and
yeah.
trust in him.
And even the way he's brought through the youth as well.
Yeah,
Mainly,
and
Ahmad,
so that for
Garnacho.
me buys him a year.
Yeah, but for
Because
me,
all
in
it
my
is
head-
1 year. Because he's had one good year, one bad year. Just buy him 1 more year. That's all I need. Next year, if he finishes 4th and we do well, we can all be like, oh yeah, we did well. If he does bad, sack
Yeah.
him. You're like, it's not a waste of a year if you sort out the top down anyway.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. So sort that shit out. Give this guy a year. If it doesn't work, next
I'm
year
not
you bring
saying
in a new
waste a
manager
year,
and
but
start
why
again.
not give that year to a new manager? You know what I mean?
If you were going to give it to McKenna,
Then you just
fair.
start
But who are you
again.
giving it to?
that is the only question I have. Like, if you
that's
were
the
to
biggest
sack him,
question now we have.
Who are you gonna get?
Yeah.
Because if you're going to bring in Poch just wasted a year at Chelsea, basically.
There's more other managers. There's Javi as well. Javi's available.
Who was Xavi, bruv?
No, I'm not saying we should
We
take
outclassed
it,
Xavi
but
last
there's
season, bro. Look,
Ten Hag dunked on him last year.
Anthony did.
for me, I think this
Anthony,
season
yeah,
warrants
bro.
Ten Hag being sacked. If he stays, I'm not gonna sit here all season and say Ten Hag out in it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna back him. I want him to do well. I want this
That's
team to do
absolute bullshit because
That's
you
not
were you were
bullshit.
trying to hound him out from day one today, this season.
well. That's not true, is it?
Alright,
Haroon
day one.
wasn't on
That is not
Early.
true,
It was
bro.
early, no?
It was
No,
like
it was
December.
not. Me and him turned.
That's
up.
early, bro. That's
Nah,
early.
that's
There-
not early.
I
It's not
think-
even half the
I-
season.
And that
Yeah,
was
but-
after watching us
Yeah,
play
but bro,
so bad.
But bro, we were like 18 games into the season, yeah, and we were
was
just
shit.
getting
It was bad, I know,
smoked
I
We
by
were getting
everybody.
slapped, bro.
By everybody.
I know.
It was on site.
Even my friends, and that, they know how long it takes for me to turn on the manager, bro. Once I turn on the manager, it's like, all right, then something's just really going wrong. It took me like 3 years to turn on Ole. People were telling me the
That's
whole time it's
bullshit.
not good enough. No, it's not bullshit. That's not bullshit.
Haroon chat so much shit on
Go
camera.
on, bro.
Yeah, but
You know what? I'll go back
the
and
thing
I'll
is,
send
Adnan-
you the message when I turn
And
on
so
Ole.
do you, though. The problem is you don't ever want to sack a manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loyal, bro.
No, you're stupid.
You're blindly
No, but
loyal.
you support the manager over the club at
Yeah.
times
No,
because
that's
you can see it's a
bullshit. That's
negative
bullshit. That's bullshit.
thing, and you still want to keep him. So sometimes that's you backing the
all the
manager
other
too
managers
hard.
beforehand, I wanted them gone when they went.
No.
Ole, you didn't want gone.
At that time, I did. When he
You,
lost to
you
Watford,
did say sack
It's
him.
untenable. By
Yeah, you did say sack him, but you didn't want to sack him.
Yeah,
You said
I
he
didn't
has to
want- I
go.
didn't want him.
I wanted
He
him
had to,
gone
he had
after
to,
the
but I
Europa
didn't
League
want him.
final. That's when I said Ole out.
No,
And he got sacked that December.
I still didn't want him gone. Anyway,
That's all
round
De
it up.
Gea. De Gea cost us. De Gea cost us things,
That's what I'm saying,
man.
they're trying to blame
FA
Oli
Cup
for,
last
they're trying
year.
to blame Oli for
that-
De Gea's fault.
No, he should have done better Ole in that final.
No,
but that's
no.
all on De Gea.
was
How
it?
can you not save a single penalty and then miss the deciding penalty?
That was
You
nuts.
scumbag.
All right, on
That's
that
why you
note-
got no club, you prick.
On that note, we're going to allow disgrace.
Fuck that guy,
De
man.
Gea's a club legend. On that note, we're going to round up the video. Final things to say. Naib and Haroon, are you going to apologise on camera?
Who?
To Ten Hag, because he won the FA Cup.
Absolutely not.
What?
No, man, he don't deserve
Absolutely
it.
not.
You lot are disrespectful.
What I'll say is, Ten Hag, if you're here next season, I'll back you. If you're not, it's your own fault.
Naib, any final words?
Basically, he got pre-season and the first 3 games to change my mind.
Wow. That's a preseason. How can preseason change your mind, bro?
Pre-season and
Man said
first
he
3
wins
games.
the Audi Cup. I'm 10 Hag in.
And we're in there. Super Cup and whatever it's called. Community Shield, bro.
Fuck the community shield, man.
I want to win that, so that's a trophy.
I want to win it,
That's
but
a real
don't
trophy.
give a
Another
shit.
day at Wembley as well.
If we win it, it's a real trophy.
No, it's not.
Ryan,
It's not
any?
a real trophy.
He has
I'm adding it
pedigree.
to the trophy
He has
question.
pedigree, fam.
That means Arteta won a trophy this year. It's not a real trophy, bro.
Ryan, any final words?
Fuck De Gea.
And Sancho.
Rashford's the best. Kobe Mainoo's the greatest player of all time.
Facts.
Ten Hag in.
Facts.
That's it.
All right, this is Between the Lines podcast. This was Erik Ten Hag, in or out. Make sure you go check out the other United videos. Go check out the Legends League videos. Go check out the match vlogs as well. Soon to be more match vlogs next season. Thank you to Erik Ten Hag for getting us to Europa League. I'm going to be there at Old Trafford for every game. Make sure you like the video. Get in the comments as well. Do you want Erik Ten Hag in or out? Did you agree with our points or not? Do these man owe apology? See you in the next one. Peace out.
No, they don't.
Between the lines.